now. So okay, now next topic is a pollination. Pollination is of basically two types: the self pollination and the cross pollination. Clear? So first of all is that the self pollination. Self pollination means the same flower of the same plant. The pollens are sprinkled on that stigma only, that particular of that flower stigma only, and in the cross pollination the other plant or other species plant, anything will can happen. Okay, so pollination is of two types, self and the cross pollination. First of all, we discuss that pollination type of the self pollination. Self pollination is of autogamy, two types, autogamy and the geitonogamy. Clear, students? Autogamy, first of all. Auto means the self. If the same flower or same plant of the same flower is there, then the autogamy type of self pollination is there. See, that the bee contains that same pollen of that plant, and they come and then to fertilize the same plant. Okay, now in that autogamy is of two types, the cleistogamy is that and the chasmogamy is there. In the cleistogamy, what happen, the examples of the cleistogamous are the Viola, Oxalis, Commelia and the Archias hypogea. In such type of plants, cleisto means in which the type of flowers are those flowers which are not open, they are always persist in the bud form. Clear? So if the bud is not open, then the stamens and the stigma region will not get exposed to the other species. Thus the cross pollination chances will be of less. Self pollination type of pollination will take place only in them. Clear? Now look at here, the first of all we are that Viola, Oxalis and the Commelina and the Archias hypogea, which is also known as the Mungfali. It's a normal groundnut. Clear, students? Now next is, you can observe this that there is such type of parts of the see, the stigma is there and the pollens are present over here. Now the stamens, pollen grains and the stigmas, they are in a very closely association of each other, but they are not fully exposed. They are exposed to their same stigma and stamens only, while the other, in the other flowers, such type of, you are looking here, this such type of flowers which are known as chasmogamous flower, they are open, so their stigma and the stamens are completely exposed to the other stigma and anther, for the other anthers also, and other anthers will get in contact with their stigma also. So crisscross formation will be there. Clear? See that open, this is a completely open flower. So if an bee will try to take the pollens of one flower, they can give this pollen or to the other stigma, other flower stigma also. So this type of pollination is known, is be considered in the of same plant only. Clear? Of same plant, such type of, or same species, such type of, is known as a cross self pollination. Now in the cross pollination, what happened? See, they are taking the pollens from one plant and they are taking this pollens to the plant 2, other plant, such things. Clear? So such type of pollination is known as the cross pollination. Clear? Now the next is that the pollen which is covered with the stigma. Look at here, in many types, if the pollen is covered with the stigma, these are the pollen grains are present. Now the which is covered totally with the stigma. So what happened in the cross pollination, which will help them to cross pollinate? They are basically the pollinating agents, which is also known as biotic pollinating agents. Biotic means they are living. For example, birds are there, insects are there, birds are there, hummingbirds basically, bees are there, butterflies and the bats also helpful in that cross pollination. Clear? Now abiotic pollinating agents, wind is there, water is there. Okay, water in the hydrophytic plants, the water is a main medium. Okay, now the butterflies, all the pollinating agents, they are responsible for the pollination, and if the pollination property will be well done, that's why we are observing many beautiful flowers, because they are the variation will which is takes place in the varieties which is obtained without doing anything with the of the any other organism. It is all due to these organisms which are basically participate in the pollination. Clear? They are obtaining their fruit, they are obtaining the nectar from the flowers, and by doing this process they are the pollens which are sticks in their legs, and they are spreading these pollens to the different flowers. Many different flowers are there. Okay, Now we already understood the process of fertilization. Now we are discussing now the next steps is the post fertilization event. So here we have the diagram that pollen antipodal cells are there, the embryo sacs are there, and the different things. So what happened then when the vegetative nucleus, now it's, I think the term will clear to you. The vegetative nucleus contain the male gamete, and when they enter through the filiform apparatus to the egg cells, what happened, the fertilization will take place. The male gametes inside the, which is present in the inside the synergids, they get reached to that female part, and see that the movement, they are moving like this, and now they are reached to the egg cells. Clear? With the help of the synergids, now the egg cells will reach, and one will move towards that polar nuclei, other will move to the polar nuclei. Okay, now see the fertilization which will be takes place at the and that form the primary endosperm nucleus, or the PEN, the primary endosperm nucleus, which is also known as the which is responsible for the double fertilization, and it is also known as a triple fusion. Okay, I think you are able to get this point. Now it will also comes in your many times in the paper. Now the primary endosperms which is formed, what's the role of that endosperm? It provides the nutrition to the developing embryo. Okay, now the syngamy and the triple fusion, these are the two process of this double fertilization. Syngamy means what? The fusion of egg cell. Syngamy means the fusion of egg cell with the male germ cell is known as the syngamy, and the triple fusion, the fusion of one male germ cell with the two polar nuclei, the three cells are there, that's why it is known as the triple fusion, and these two process combinedly formed as the double fertilization. Clear?